one of the challenges with being a public company is that are the sort of the pressure to have great results every single quarter, but and to not really invest in things that may only pay off in 5 to 10 years. And in the case of SpaceX, I want to extend consciousness beyond Earth and have a growing civilization on the moon, Mars, and elsewhere in the solar system. The return, I think ultimately this would have a very high return on investment, but in the short term, we'll be spending all this money on a moon base and a Mars base, and then people are like, I'm going to get all this pressure for like, well, you missed your earnings this quarter because you spent too much on Mars. I'm like, yes. By the way, that was in the S1 prospectus, and it's literally listed as a thing we will do. So we do. But they still get grumpy about these things, So they're like, well, you had whatever, you said your gross margin would be this, and it's actually slightly worse, and now we're going to punish you, and the short sellers all descend upon you, and you get a lot of pressure.
You're going to get a lot of that.
Yeah. So I just need some way to sort of, say like, listen, guys, we're going to focus on 5 to 10 year or longer time horizon investments. This will depress our short-term earnings, but if you take a long-term view, and there are investors, we have many investors that do take a long-term view. In fact, I'm a big fan of the retail investors. In fact, I find our retail investors, on balance, they're very insightful and have very long-term views. But part of this comes, you say, what's the incentive structure? For portfolio managers, it's sort of understandable why they put so much pressure on quarterly earnings, because their compensation and and whether they get promoted or not